Hello friends, this video is completely for marginal costing. I already posted two videos in the playlist marginal costing. First video I discussed about the difference between the variable cost and fixed cost, and in the second video I explained the break-even point and margin of safety. Today in this video I'll be teaching you how to remember 35 plus formulas in the marginal costing. In order to solve the questions in marginal costing, you should have two things. One is the test of knowledge and next is the test of memory. Test of knowledge means you should know the concept behind every formula and questions. And test of memory means you should remember all those formulas in order to easily apply in the question. So it is difficult to remember 35 to 40 formulas in single chapter. So what I'm going to do is in this video I'll be showing you 5 to 10 formulas, and from these 10 formulas you can derive the maximum of formulas as per your question and requirement. Before getting into the formulas, a short introduction about what is marginal cost. The cost of producing one more additional unit or the cost which could be avoided by not producing a unit is called as marginal cost. So here there are 2 points. One is the cost of producing one more additional unit, and second the cost could be avoided by not producing an unit. So here is an example. If your normal production is 1000 units and for producing these 1000 units you will be spending some 4000 rupees. You decided to add 100 units to your production, and for this 100 unit the cost is 300. So your total cost is 4300 and the total units is 1100. So going by first point, that is the cost of producing one more unit. Here the additional unit is 100 units. So the cost of producing this 100 units is 300 rupees. This is the marginal cost, or the cost which could be avoided by not producing a unit. If you didn't produce this 100 units, then your cost will be 4000. Because of adding the 100 units to your production, your cost is increased to 4300. You may ask that for 1000 units it is 4000 and for 100 units it should be 400. Why the cost is decreased here is we know that cost is divided into variable cost and fixed cost. We know that if the production is increased, then the fixed cost per unit will decrease. So this is the concept why the cost is decreased here. So in the marginal costing, we will be discussing the additional cost for the producing the additional units and the cost which could be avoided by not producing a unit and the profit that is gained by the additional units produced. All those things will be discussed elaborately in the marginal costing. The count of formulas are given at the top right corner in the red color font. So first I am purchasing a shirt for rupees 200 and I am selling it for rupees 250. Here rupees 50 is my profit. So the selling price is equal to cost price plus profit. So this is the simple formula that selling price is equal to cost price plus profit. We already know. This is the income statement or marginal costing statement. What we done is sales. From sales we are deducting the cost to get the profit. So the cost may be the variable cost or fixed cost. First we will be lessing the variable cost and next we will be lessing the fixed cost. By deducting the variable cost from sales we get the contribution, and from deducting the fixed cost from the contribution you get the final profit. So this is the simple statement, and from this statement you can derive almost 6 formulas. So here are the list of formulas. Just look into the statement and then look into the formulas. First formula, contribution is equal to sales minus variable cost. Here contribution is equal to sales minus variable cost. Variable cost is equal to sales minus contribution. In order to find the variable cost, we will be deducting sales minus contribution. Next, contribution is equal to fixed cost plus profit or fixed cost minus loss. how it comes? In order to find the contribution, we will be adding these two things, fixed cost plus profit. If it is in the negative figure, then it is a loss. So we should minus. So fixed cost minus loss gives you the contribution. Next, fixed cost is equal to contribution minus profit. So for finding the fixed cost, you should deduct profit from the contribution. Next, profit is equal to contribution minus fixed cost. So profit, in order to find the profit, what we done is we are deducting the fixed cost from the contribution. Next, sales minus fixed cost plus variable cost gives you the profit. It is simple format. Like sales minus cost gives you the profit. Likewise, sales minus fixed cost plus variable cost gives you the profit. At the first time, it looks like confusing you, but when you write the statement in your note and you try to derive all those 6 formulas, then it will be easier for you in applying to your exams. And here comes the list of 10 important formulas that you should remember in order to derive 35 plus formulas in marginal costing. So the first formula is for PV ratio. There are 3 formulas to find the PV ratio. First formula, contribution divided by sales into 100. Second, change in profit divided by change in sales. Third, change in contribution divided by change in sales. Whether the profit and contribution are same, the answer is no, because in the contribution there will be fixed cost and profit. And these are the 3 important formulas that you should remember. For the easy remembrance, I compare the PV ratio with the other components like PV ratio into sales, PV ratio into margin of safety, PV ratio into break-even sales. So first formula, sales into PV ratio gives you the contribution. Next, margin of safety into PV ratio gives you the profit. Next, break-even sales into PV ratio gives you the fixed cost. Again, I'm saying these 3 formulas are very important. In the upcoming slides, I will be showing you how I derived the formula from these 3 formulas. Next is the easy total sales is equal to margin of safety plus break-even sales. I explained this formula in the previous video. Like this is the total sales of 500 units and here is the break-even sales of 350 units. Then from 0 to 350 it is the break-even sales, and from 350 to 500 it is the margin of safety, and from 0 to 500 it is total sales. So total sales is equal to margin of safety plus break-even sales. And in order to find the required sales, the formula is fixed cost plus desired profit divided by PV ratio. And in order to find the desired profit is equal to required sales into PV ratio minus fixed cost. And the last formula is margin of safety ratio. So margin of safety ratio is equal to margin of safety divided by sales into 100. For example, if 10,000 is the margin of safety and the total sales is 20,000, then 50% is the margin of safety ratio. So these are the 10 important formulas you should remember in order to get the other formulas. From this slide, I will be showing one formula at the top which is highlighted, and I take this formula from the list of 10 important formulas. So this formulas form a base for the other formulas. Sales into PV ratio is equal to fixed cost plus profit. We know that contribution is equal to fixed cost plus profit. So I just replace the contribution with fixed cost plus profit. Next, total sales is equal to break-even sales plus margin of safety. So in the place of sales, I replaced as break-even sales plus margin of safety into PV ratio gives you the contribution. Third formula, break-even sales plus margin of safety into PV ratio is equal to, in the place of contribution, I placed as fixed cost plus profit. Fourth formula, I just multiplied it with each component, like break-even sales into PV ratio plus margin of safety into PV ratio gives you the contribution. Next, break-even sales into PV ratio plus margin of safety into PV ratio gives you the, I splitted the contribution as fixed cost plus profit. Sixth formula, PV ratio is equal to contribution divided by sales. This PV ratio stayed here and the sales comes this side. Then PV ratio is equal to contribution divided by sales. Next formula, contribution is nothing but the sales minus variable cost. So PV ratio is equal to sales minus variable cost divided by sales. So these are the 7 formulas which I can derive from this base formula. And here is the next slide. Here the base formula is margin of safety into PV ratio gives you the profit. So first formula, margin of safety is equal to profit divided by PV ratio. Here the margin of safety stays here and the PV ratio comes to the right side. So margin of safety is equal to profit divided by PV ratio. Second formula, profit is nothing but the contribution minus fixed cost. So margin of safety is equal to contribution minus fixed cost divided by PV ratio. Margin of safety means total sales minus break-even sales. So total sales minus break-even sales is equal to contribution minus fixed cost divided by PV ratio. Here the PV ratio stays here and the margin of safety goes to the right side. Then PV ratio is equal to profit divided by margin of safety. Profit is nothing but contribution minus fixed cost. So PV ratio is equal to contribution minus fixed cost divided by margin of safety. So profit is nothing but the sales minus variable cost plus fixed cost. So here in the place of profit, I just replaced as sales minus variable cost plus fixed cost. So PV ratio is equal to sales minus fixed variable cost plus fixed cost divided by margin of safety. So here break-even sales into PV ratio is equal to fixed cost. Break-even sales stays here and the PV ratio comes to the right side. Break-even sales is equal to fixed cost divided by PV ratio. Break-even sales is nothing but the total sales minus margin of safety. So total sales minus margin of safety is equal to fixed cost divided by PV ratio. This formula is to find the BEP, which means the break-even point. Break-even point should be always mentioned in units. So break-even point is equal to fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. This formula you should remember. Next, PV ratio stays here and the break-even sales comes to the right side. So PV ratio is equal to fixed cost divided by break-even sales. PV ratio is nothing but the contribution divided by sales. So contribution divided by sales is equal to fixed cost divided by break-even sales. Next, fixed cost is nothing but the contribution minus profit. So PV ratio is equal to contribution minus profit divided by break-even sales. And the last formula, PV ratio means contribution divided by sales is equal to fixed cost means the contribution minus profit divided by break-even sales. This is not a complete list of formulas and you can derive as much of formulas from these following formulas also. So for example, if I split this break-even sales as total sales minus margin of safety, then the new formula will be contribution divided by sales is equal to contribution minus profit divided by total sales minus margin of safety. This will be the seventh formula. Here the total sales is equal to margin of safety plus break-even sales. I already explained this concept. So margin of safety stays here and the break-even sales comes to the left side. Margin of safety is equal to total sales minus break-even sales. Next is the break-even sales stays here and the margin of safety comes to the left side. Then break-even sales is equal to total sales minus margin of safety. This is the formula to find the margin of safety ratio. Margin of safety ratio is equal to MOS divided by sales into 100. So margin of safety is nothing but the total sales minus break-even sales. So I just bring this total sales minus break-even sales in the place of margin of safety. Margin of safety percentage is equal to sales minus break-even sales divided by total sales. Next, margin of safety percentage is equal to sales minus break-even sales divided by, in the place of total sales, I took this margin of safety plus break-even sales. So margin of safety ratio is equal to sales minus break-even sales divided by break-even sales plus margin of safety. And the notes of this video will be shared in our Telegram group as PDF. The aim of this video is to teach you how to derive the formulas according to the data given in your question. So in your textbook, they given to 20 to 30 formulas without how they derive the formulas, or what is the starting point and what is the end point. So in this video, I just picked the 10 important formulas, and by making this 10 important formulas as base, I try to derive as much as formulas I can. So if you like this video, hit the like button, and in the upcoming videos, I will be solving some practical sums in the chapter marginal costing by using these formulas. Thanks for watching, and kindly do subscribe our channel and press the bell icon in order to get the regular notification of my videos. See you all in the next video. Thank you.